Next up, we got Buffalo, Ottawa, 7-8 on the rotation. Ottawa minus 135, the total 5.5, under minus 130 in this hockey game. And let's give the Sabres credit. Sabres finally showing signs of life, starting to win some games, starting to be competitive. I know they took advantage of Tampa Bay, second night of back-to-back games on the road after a tough, exhausting, intense back and forth game against Toronto the night before, but give the Sabres credit. Good game from them. They have Tad Johnson in net. They didn't even have Leonard that night. Not that it matters. There's very little difference this year between Leonard and Johnson. They're both, up and down, very erratic. But Johnson was in net. Buffalo finds a way to get the job done. A 4-3 win over the Tampa Bay Lightning. I jumped on that game over the total as soon as I saw that it was going to be Domingue in net for the Tampa Bay Lightning instead of Vasilevsky. That's all you needed to know. And now it's something like 9-2 to the over for Tampa this year, when a non-Andre Vasilevsky has been in net for the Lightning. So that tells you all you need to know. There's as big a drop-off as possible from first goalie to second goalie. There may not be a bigger drop-off than with Tampa Bay when you go from Vasilevsky to Louis Domingue. And we certainly saw that the other night, losing 4-3 to Buffalo with Louis Domingue in net. But the Sabres offensively, Ryan O'Reilly coming to life. Some other guys, some depth forwards starting to score and pull the weight of Jack Eichel being out. Jack Eichel obviously out for an extended period of time, but oddly enough, even without him, Sabres offensively have been able to score some goals the last few games, which is impressive to see. They had, put up 4 against Colorado, albeit in a losing effort, and then the 4-3 win the other night against Tampa Bay. So good stuff from the Sabres offensively, and hey, all I'm seeing from Buffalo is even without Eichel, I'm seeing a little offense. All it might take from Buffalo is a little offense to dent the back of the net tonight against this Ottawa team, because they're ridiculously bad defensively right now. Their penalty kill stinks. No, they run around like chickens with heads cut off in their own zone. They can't clear pucks out of their own zone half the time. It's a big time issue for this Ottawa team. And I know Phaneuf's been traded, and people will rag on Phaneuf. He's not got the skating ability he used to have. Doesn't have that offensive point production ability he used to have, quite like he did in his Toronto and Calgary days. But he's still a veteran presence back there, and now a bad Ottawa defense is even younger now going into this game tonight in their first game with after the Dion Phaneuf trade. I mean, you look at this Ottawa defense, you got Borowiecki's not very good in his own zone. Johnny Oduya's okay. Cece's okay, but you got young guys back there now. You've got Clayson, Thomas Chabot, who's still prone to mistakes. Very good offensively, Thomas Chabot. Great skater, puck mover, but in his own zone, still trying to work out some kinks. So this is a problem spot right now for this Ottawa team. It's their blue line, and with the Sabres scoring 4 in each of their last 2 games, I think they could capitalize. But on the flip side, we see this Ottawa team offensively playing well right now. No question. They're getting good contributions. Matt Duchene, after a tough start in Ottawa, has really come on strong the last week or two. That's good news for this Ottawa team going forward. They've got Derek Brassard back. Mark Stone recently came back from injury. That's obviously big. One of their top offensive weapons right there. So Ottawa against this Buffalo team, which isn't anything to write home about defensively, should be able to do some things. So you know where I'm going. And I get a plus price here on the total? Absolutely. Over 5.5, plus 110. Sign me up all day long. Buffalo, Ottawa, over 5.5 right now in this game. I think Sabres will score. I think Ottawa will score. We'll get a fun game. 2 teams going absolutely nowhere but circling the drain. And we'll see if we get just roll the puck out there, have some fun. The teams aren't going anywhere. Roll the puck out on the ice, have some fun, go up and down the ice, score some goals tonight. I think we're going to seek that kind of style of game. Over 5.5 Sabres cents for me. This is also one of Dana's games on the card tonight. Buffalo, Ottawa. Dana, what do you got here?
Well, normally I don't like this spot, guys, and you know how I feel on the heels of a trade. I just don't like to get involved, but I like to see how the new guys are going to fit in, how the loss of Dion Phaneuf and Nate Thompson's going to affect the team. And you're right about one thing. I mean, this is a complete, a little bit of a money grab, and really they're trying to get as much money as they possibly can to re-sign Erik Karlsson, and that's really all this deal is about, because you're really trading the same players for each other. I mean, you're getting I mean, the one good thing is, Gaborik for as much longer as he has to play. I mean, 36 right now. He is going to give you a little bit of speed, and of course, Phaneuf's going to give the Kings a little bit of toughness. So I guess from that standpoint, it benefits both of these teams. But the reason I'm getting involved in this is anytime that I see the Buffalo Sabres at a price that falls within my range, I'm certainly going to look at the other side. I never have any, or very rarely, I think once in probably the last month that I've looked at the Sabres side in this, and you're right, Ian. I mean, you look at the Ottawa Senators. I mean, they certainly, for as bad as they are defensively, they certainly are still, they, especially that top line, the second line's playing well as well. They're still, putting the puck in the back of the net, and honestly, if you're still scoring goals, that means you at least have possession enough to take a little bit of the pressure off yourself defensively. But I think with Matt Duchene, who has 8 points in his last 10 games. Mike Hoffman has 8 points in his last 10 games on the first line. That second line is playing fairly well. Mark Stone is a point a game player in his last 10 games as well. I mean, at least you have some stability. And on that power play unit, it's the first and second unit for the Senators. They've been sensational. So, I'm not jumping on the Buffalo bandwagon. I know they've been much better on the power play. But this is never, when you're giving me, $1.30, $1.45 against Buffalo, that to me is always signals an opportunity to make money, because I don't trust, honestly, I don't trust either of these teams, but I certainly think Ottawa is the better of the two teams. And sometimes, guys, although I don't like to get involved when teams make deals, sometimes that really sends a message to the rest of the team, like, wow, okay, they're really making some moves here. So, perhaps we're going to get an inspired effort by the Senators tonight. But really, this is a bet against the Buffalo Sabres, and I cross my fingers on the other side, because I just don't want anything to do with Buffalo.
All right, nothing to do with Buffalo. You're going to break your friend Brian Blessing's heart saying that. Ottawa minus
It's
135
okay.
here. Yeah, it's okay. You
Feels,
can live
believe
with
me, it
that. Yeah,
feels good. I hope
it
he's
does.
watching.
Yeah, you can stick the knife in and twist it tomorrow if the Sens get the job done tonight. Exactly. Ottawa
Oh, I'll
minus
do it.
135. Yeah.
I'll do it in about an
Jump at that
hour. Believe
chance.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it won't take me long.
Ottawa might. Yeah, Ottawa minus 135 for Dana in that game, and I'm on the over 5.5. I think we're going to get goals. I mean, Ottawa's porous defensively, but their offense has done all right. They've got some key cogs back. Brassard, Stone just came back. Bunch of guys in good form offensively, including, as Dana mentioned, Mike Hoffman's been good as of late. I talked about Duchene. He's turned it up the last couple of weeks. So absolutely, I think we get back and forth. Two teams got not going anywhere. Just have some fun out on the ice. Go up and down. Score some goals. Have some fun, because this is as fun as it's going to get for the Sabres or Senators this season. So over 5.5 plus 110 for me. Dana's on the Ottawa side in this game.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.